everyone, it's Lynn for Bucket List Homestead. I have my helper here today. It's my daughter Grace. She's going to make the chocolate chip cookies because this is now, I believe, day 4. I never take this long to make my cookies. I normally have them all done in one day. Feeling a little bit discombobulated, but trying to film and do it at the same time and then just life happening. It's been a little hard this year, but we're going to finish, right, Grace? We're going to finish these cookies today. And then we have some banana breads we want to make and some chocolate bark. So, and I'm going to try gumdrops. I've never tried them. I'm hoping, well, fingers crossed, we'll see. We're going to try those. So first we're going to do chocolate chip cookies. Been making this recipe for, well, Gracie's 18, so longer than she's alive. So it's been a while. I've been using them. They make the best cookies. Like, I've had people tell me this is like the best chocolate chip cookie they've had. So we're going to try it. We're going to make them. So, all right, Grace. So the first thing you're going to do is you're going to cream together your butter and both your sugars. So you need 1 cup of butter, room temperature, 1 cup of brown sugar, 1 cup of, we use cane sugar. You can use your white sugar. And you're going to put them all in here. So, and as I've said before, we measure our butter here because in Canada, this is how our butter comes. 1 big block. We don't get the sticks. And if we do find the sticks, they're expensive. So we just do it this way. So we have our handy dandy digital scale and we have a little list there on the fridge. And what does it tell you how much 1 cup weighs? Way at the end.
$227
So 227 grams. So get a rough idea of what a cup you think looks like. We're going to cut it. Yep. It's in room temperature, so it's nice and soft. Our oven is preheated to 350 degrees. That was timing. And that weighs, whoops, we're not on grams. Oh my goodness. I'd say that's pretty good. It says,
227.
Yeah, so maybe cut a little more sliver. A sliver of it. So I hope we do better with the angles today with the camera. I'm still very new at this. And it's hard because where my outlets are, where I have to use everything, it makes it hard to put the camera in certain spots. So we're going to try this. And if we have to carry it around with me, I'm going to.
It's pretty much dead on.
Oh, perfect. So go ahead and I will take this away from you. I'll be your sous chef for this recipe today. I'll just set this over here for now. Slide this off of here. So I cut that up into a little bit smaller chunks.
Okay.
Just to make it easier. So 1 cup of butter is going into the bowl. Yeah, that's good. Start plopping it in. Get your sliver. Okay, and then she's going to be adding 1 cup of brown sugar and 1 cup of regular sugar. So get your, oops, here you go, ma'am. And remember when you're doing brown sugar, it's always packed brown sugar. Unless a recipe specifically tells you not to make it packed. I think there's something I make that actually says loosely packed. I can't remember now what it is, but there is something.
There we go.
It's brand new brown sugar, so it should be nice and soft. A little bit more. You're not packed.
Oh, I can't really get it in here.
I will help you a little bit. And then squish it down. There you go. 1 pack of brown sugar. Because we don't want to cross contaminate, use that 1 cup for the other sugar. Get that out of your way. Yep, you're good. Okay, so we're going to cream these together for a few minutes. And then once it gets to the consistency we want, she's going to put in 2 eggs, which she's already cracked and got ready in a bowl. Where are they? I told her to have them ready. Oh, she's got them ready. So you're just going to cream this for a few minutes. I hope all my friends and family that are in the path of all these horrible storms this last week, I hope you're doing okay. Any friends I have that are following me, it's devastating to see the pictures of what's happening in parts of the state. So our prayers are with you all, and we hope you're doing okay. We're almost there. Just show you how it's looking here. So I'm sure you've all seen butter and sugar creamed together. Okay, and we're almost there, Grace. Okay, go ahead and add in your 2 eggs. Okay, well, I keep an eye on this. Why don't you get another bowl down, and you're going to do your dry mixtures. Sorry, Grace. We have to add the vanilla and milk too to this. Sorry. Oh, that's why we have our handy dandy recipes. Just going to show you taped to our cupboards today. Okay. We have to put 2 cups of flour. It might be okay. Yep. Famous last words, right?
Oh, yes.
I'll put you back over. Okay. So yes, we're going to add the 2 tablespoons of milk and 2 teaspoons of vanilla. So for your milk, and that can go right in here.
Okay.
And for all my American friends, if you've never seen, this is how we get our milk here in Canada. This is 4 liters, right?
No.
4 liters. No, what is it? No, how many, when you buy
the bag, yeah.
you get 3 bags, which equals 4 liters, or is that a gallon? That's a jug. I grew up with the gallon plastic milk because originally, like I said, I'm from Maine. So everyone's always so amazed when I said there was something. I was on Facebook one time and they were doing a craft for Halloween with milk jugs. I said, oh, that's really cute, but I don't have access to milk jugs. And they're like, what do you mean? I had to send them a picture of our milk. So this is how we get milk here in Canada. My children don't know any different. Except when we visit family in the States and then they see the milk in a jug there. Yep, so you want 2 of them, I believe it is. Yep, 2 tablespoons of milk. Okay. And then we just need 1 teaspoon of the homemade vanilla right there. Okay. I love baking, but I'll be glad when we get this all done because my kitchen's been a little bit topsy-turvy the last few days. Aren't these new measuring? I love these measuring spoons.
So it's 2 of these, right?
No, 1.
Oh, just 1?
Yep.
Okay.
Okay, so while I get that mixing up for you, you're going to do 2 cups of flour, a teaspoon each of the baking powder and baking soda. Right here. I know. Like I said, topsy-turvy from all the things I've been doing the last couple of days. I'll be right back. Gracie's going to keep working on that. I got to go grab a spatula. So I can scrape this down for you.
2 of these?
It was 2 cups of flour, yep. Get some butter. It's going to mix in a little more. And because we already used the teaspoon for wet, you're going to use 2 of these in the baking soda and 2 of these in the baking powder, okay? They'll equal 1. I could get out the other, I have tons of measuring spoons, but I don't feel like doing a whole bunch of dishes. Well, the dishwasher actually is empty, so it's ready for all our dirty dishes when we're done. That's a little tip. I usually try before I do any major baking or cooking, I try to have the dishwasher empty, so for the things I can't wash by hand, I can just slide them right in. Makes it a lot easier. And what's another tip, Gracie, when we're baking? What's the thing I always say?
Clean as we go.
Clean as we go. Okay.
There's it.
All right. So let's just double check, make sure we have everything in here. Yes, okay, except for the chocolate chips, which they don't go into the end anyway. So I'll turn this on slow, and you're going to add that in slowly into this. I think I'm finally getting the hang of the new mixer. It's going. Yeah, I can help you here.
It's not.
Oh, we're getting all mixed. There we go. Right there. Don't move. That's perfect. Okay, just dump that. Okay, that can go in the sink. That can go in this sink. We'll leave this out. We're going to have to cut more butter here in a minute. Yes, but we have another egg we need for the next recipe. Okay. We're gonna... Oh, it smells good. So at this point, we are going to stir the chocolate chips in by hand. If you do that with this, you'll break up all your chocolate chips, which is fine if you want smaller pieces, but... Okay. Make sure we get all the stuff. Okay, you can go ahead and I will get the rest of this off. Yes, we have to get these cookies done because we're taking some over to our neighbors and I'd like to have them done so I can get them to them. Try and get every bit I can. Okay. Add your chocolate chips.
Are we doing the whole bag?
Yep, the whole bag.
Okay.
So the recipe calls for 1 cup of chocolate chips. This is a 300-gram bag. It's probably more like 2 cups, Grace. I like more. So, yeah, I'd say that's probably more like 2 cups. But maybe a cup and a half. Maybe not quite 2 cups. But more chocolate's always better, right? Right? Okay. So you got those incorporated. Okay. So we're going to move you over here. And we're going to get, we have our cookie sheets. Oh, our cookie sheets aren't lined with parchment. We have to do that. Okay, so we have our cookie sheets lined. And Grace is using the cookie scoop. And we're going to, not quite a full scoop.
Okay.
You can use a full scoop, but those are very big cookies. Let's do not quite a full scoop. So let's see what you got there.
That.
Yep, that's probably pretty good. Yep, that's good. Okay. These cookies do spread a lot, so we're only going to do 3 across. Okay. There. See? Oh, that's a perfect amount. So Gracie's going to put 3 across. We'll get both these cookie sheets filled. Into the oven, 350 degrees for 9 minutes. 8 to 9 minutes, I have found, is about the perfect amount of time. And we will show you how they look when they come out. Okay, so we got the chocolate chip cookies in the oven. So while they're baking, Grace and I are going to get the peanut butter cups ready for the peanut butter blossom cookies. So they're these. This is the brand we're using. And we just got to take off all the wrappers. So they're ready. Because as soon as the cookies come out, right, Grace? We have to plop these in when they're still a little bit warm.
Because then they melt into the cookie.
Yeah. And like in years past, I've done, we'll put that one aside. That's been a little smushed. Years past, I've done Hershey Kisses. You can do M&Ms or Smarties if we're in Canada. But I thought, oh, we love peanut butter and chocolate in this house. I always say the person who invented peanut butter and chocolate deserves like some kind of award. because it's like the best combination. It's one of my weaknesses. Oh, I just love peanut butter and chocolate. And I have one more bag we might need to do. We have some of those organic chocolate M&Ms, Smarties, whatever you want to call them. I wonder if we should get some of them ready and maybe go through the colors and find some Christmassy colors. And
I'm sure they have some.
Yeah.
I'm sure there's red and green ones in there.
okay, so we'll do 2 bags of these. I do have one more bag of these, but it might be fun to mix it up a bit. So you keep unwrapping them, and I'll go get the chocolate drops. M&Ms. Oh, yep, there is red and green ones in here.
Oh my gosh.
So these are what we're using. Central Roast Crave Milk Chocolate Rainbow Drops. There's no artificial colors or dyes in them. They're made with turmeric to make the yellow, radish for red, cabbage, beet color, and they don't taste any different. I actually think they taste better, right, Grace? So we're going to need another bowl to keep the chocolate drops in. So you want to get me that one. It should be dry. I cleaned up a bit while Gracie was putting the chocolate chip cookies on the cookie sheets.
Okay, so we gotta do some sorting, huh?
Yes.
There's some out there. We're gonna pick and choose here.
So we're just going to try and pick and choose the, let's see,
Here's a red one.
can we get it down there? The red and green. We're going to sort through them and pick some red and green ones
There's
out.
lots of green ones in this patch here.
Oh, I mean, these are red too.
Oh, the darker red?
Yeah.
Yeah, I could do the darker
I actually like that color better. More of a cranberry red. Very Christmassy. I'm not sure how many we're going to need, so I'd rather have a few put out than not enough, because we can always just put them back in the bag. Some green. Whoa! Run away. So we're just going to get these together, separated, and we will take you back over to the KitchenAid and start making the actual cookies. All right, so we are ready to do the peanut butter blossoms, and as soon as I have help, I'm going to have her do it. So we need it was a 1/4 cup, right?
3/4
Oh,
cup.
3/4. I got to get more out.
It's 3/4 of the peanut
We
butter.
need 3 of those, Grace. So this peanut butter, this is the peanut butter I'm using,
It's half a cup of
and I
butter.
put it in the fridge, so it's pretty stiff. So we're going to put it in here and whip it up by itself for a second, just to kind of soften it up. You're going to need a spoon, but I need a spoon too. Okay. So here's 1/4. I don't know why I only thought it was 1/4.
Well, there's only a half. It's only a half a cup of butter.
Yeah, okay. So 1/4. Maybe while I'm doing this, you can get the butter measured out. So it's a half a cup of the recipe I have. It's quite old. I think I've been using it since I got married, which was 93. It calls for shortening. I use butter, but you can use shortening. This is so half of what you did earlier. That's a half and one more to make 3/4. I just heard the cookie jar open.
You got used to a bat.
I'm a wife and a mom. I have the hearing of a mom.
How do you get grams on there?
Oh, is it not in the grams again? Mode. There's grams. There you go. I know I'm funny. I do things in metric and
What? Okay, why is it
standard. Some things I do in grams, some things I do in ounces. It's a good mix.
It's not recognizing it.
Is it not heavy enough?
I guess
It
not.
should be.
It's not recognizing
Okay,
it.
take it off for a sec. Clear it out. Turn it back on. Okay, lay the paper on it. All right. There you go. So you're gonna need more. And just like yesterday, got a towel by for our hands. The white one today is for cleaning our hands, and the teal one is for cleaning the dishes. So I'm just gonna turn this on just to kind of soften this up a bit before we add the butter, because it is cold. Oh, there's the chocolate chip cookies. Be right back. Okay, the chocolate chip cookies just need a couple more minutes. All right, so that's nice and softened, and Grace is pretty excited. She just got the exact measurement for the butter. So, okay, 3/4 cup of peanut butter and 1/2 cup of butter is going in. So go ahead, yep. I think it's so soft we don't even have to worry about that bigger. It's been on the counter. Nice and soft. So, okay, we're going to cream these together. So while these are creaming together, we gotta get our sugars ready. We'll move this out of the way. Move the put it all over here now. Okay. So you have to get 1/3 cup of sugar and 1/3 cup of brown sugar. So that one was the brown sugar. You have a bowl. Put the no, you don't. You gotta do a bowl down. Boy, thank goodness that dishwasher's empty.
Can we use one of the plastic ones?
Yes, yep. You can use. I don't know about all you all, but we have Giant for children, and my husband and I are not tall, and they just think it's hysterical when Mom calls and asks them to help me get something from the top drawer shelf. Our son is 6'1" and he's 14. I'm 5'4". My husband's 5'6". There is some tall people, but I guess it must skip a generation. And Grace is 5'7". She's been taller than me since she was 12. Our son, it took him to 13. He shot up from it seemed like he hit 13. He grew almost 6 inches that year he was 13. Yeah, so
How much flour was that?
So guess what? It is where is the flour? 1.5 cups of flour. Oh, there's our chocolate chip cookies. Let's go check on them. They spread quite a bit. I think they're a teeny bit too big, but we can fix that. So they're gonna look like they're not done, and that's what you want. It helps what keeps them chewy. So what do we got here? Yeah, see, these ones spread quite a bit. Well, you would see if I'd be able to flip this around. Set this here. So here they are. Around. So yeah, they spread a bit, but I'll just take a knife here in a second and cut them. These ones didn't spread quite as much. And I'm pretty sure they're done. We'll just double check. But yeah, they're gonna look, well, they'll cook a few more minutes too on this hot pan, obviously. But that's what you want them to look like. Okay? They smell amazing. Yeah, very good. Very good. No, it's right there. I'm sure if we chilled them a bit, maybe a little bit, they wouldn't spread as much, but that's okay. So while she keeps doing this, which I'm going to put the recipe closer to her, I'm going to run over and cut these chocolate chips cookies while they're still warm. See, we have more batter to make them. We'll have to wait till these cool down a bit. I think I might be digging out more of my cookie sheets. We did say we wanted to get these done today. Oops. There I am. Oh, I apologize for the camera angles. I'll get better. Okay, those ones are done. See, we just took a knife while they were still warm. Oops, missed one. Okay. Whoops. We're going to come over here. Cut them. Just don't have enough counter space some days. you put them in. I'll put those over on this. So I'm just going to cut these in half, and I'm going to take you back over to Grace and let her finish her recipe so you can see how it goes. So just say what you're putting in here, Grace.
Okay.
How much and...
Okay, so the last thing we need for our dry ingredients is half a teaspoon of salt.
What have you already put in there?
Oh, so I put in a 1/3 cup of sugar, a 1/3 cup of packed brown sugar, 1.5 cups of flour, and 1 teaspoon of baking soda. Salt.
Okay. When do we put... Oh, I'm looking at the wrong one. So we put the peanut butter. So now we have to put the egg, or the sugars, then the egg. So go ahead and throw the sugars in here. We shouldn't have put them with the flour, but you know what? It's not going to make that big a difference. So do as we say, not as we do. We should have put the sugars in here, whipped them all up, then added the flour, but we'll go with it, and we'll add the egg and the milk to it. Might as well, no sense waiting anymore. Okay. So we got 1 egg cracked in there, and we're going to need 2 tablespoons of milk and a teaspoon of vanilla. Yep. 2. I'm going to start whipping it up. Go ahead and just get, you can use that little one and just do 2 of them.
And the vanilla?
Yep. Smells good. So grateful neither of my children are allergic to peanut butter. I don't know what we would have done. My husband loves peanut butter too. We buy peanut butter in bulk at Costco because it's one of the few things our son also eats. So we eat a lot of peanut butter in this house, don't we? Oh yeah, see, it whipped up fine. I'm just going to show you. See, we're good. So yes, normally you would beat the butter and the peanut butter together, then add the sugars. You beat until that's fluffy. Then you would add the egg, milk, and vanilla and beat it again. But it's going to be the same thing when you're done. The same consistency. You're going to still get there. Yeah, but yeah. That's what comes when you don't read the recipe. But that's okay. Like I said, in the end, it worked. And we got some peanut butter on the KitchenAid. All right, so we're going to go finish up those chocolate chip cookies. Just let this sit for a minute. And when we come back, we will show you how you get these ready for the cookie sheets. All right, so we got the first batch of chocolate chip cookies out of the oven. And I just want to say they're probably, I'm sure, we put so many extra chocolate chips. That's why they spread a little bit and they're lumpy. But honestly, if you don't mind them, I think it's worth them not looking like the perfect cookie to have a little bit of extra chocolate. If you want them to be absolutely perfect, follow the recipe and just use 1 cup of chocolate chips instead of 1.5 cups. Okay, so now we're going to get our Peter Butter Blossom. Wow, say that 3 times fast. Peanut Butter Blossoms. My goodness. Okay, so we washed our hands again. So this dough is a stiff dough, kind of like the molasses cookies I made in my last video. You're just going to roll them into a ball and put them on the cookie sheet. Grace is washing her hands and then she'll be over to help. Oh, these smell just the smell of the peanut butter coming off of these. So some people will roll these in colored sugar or plain sugar. We don't. I don't really like the crunchy texture it gives them. And I find they're sweet enough without them, especially with the candy going on the middle too. So, and these don't spread a whole lot, which is great. So you can definitely get 3 across. I could probably get 4, but I don't want to jinx me. Mims. Oh, I'm just going to turn the ringer off on my phone. Hold on just a sec. There. There we go. So I'm sure you just heard that notification. So here, we'll put the, so you have your tray. So yeah, we're just going to keep going. They're about maybe a tablespoon or 2 big. They have to be big enough to hold the peanut butter cup. We're just going to finish this. The second batch of chocolate chip cookies will be coming out of the oven. And once they're all done, we'll show you the next step. Okay, so I've got mine all done. So I'm just going to show you what we do. To make it a little bit easier for when they come out, we just make a little bit of an indent now with our finger. And it helps them keep their shape too. And that kind of gives us a little place to pop the peanut butter cup in the chocolate drops. Okay, so these cook at 375 and our oven is currently on 350. Our oven's on 350 right now for the chocolate chip cookies to finish. We just got the last batch in. So once they come out, we'll bump the oven up to 375. These can cook anywhere from 9 to 11 minutes. It seems like my timings have been off on every cookie this year. So I'm not sure. We know our oven is, I don't want to say going, but it hasn't been working as great. I am looking at new ones for the new year, but we'll see. So I'll start them at 9 and then we'll see how they look. And then when they come out, we will show you putting the peanut butter cup in the chocolate drops. I think I'll do the peanut butter cups and you can do the chocolate drops. Okay, sounds like a plan. So while I'm waiting for that last batch of chocolate chip cookies to cool, I just wanted to say that I thought about maybe not showing the video because the cookies didn't turn out picture perfect. They're not. They taste amazing, but they don't look as good. And I'm sure it's probably having something to do with the butter, the chocolate chips. There's probably a whole lot of reasons why they're spreading as bad as they are, but they still taste good. But you know what? Mistakes happen and my cookies don't always look perfect. And if I want my channel to be successful, I gotta be me. And the truth is I'm not Martha Stewart. I'm not a professional baker by any means. I learn from my mistakes. I will tweak a few things and see if that recipe works. Some things will work differently. Things will work different. I don't know what's wrong with my grammar lately. But yeah, if I want my channel to be successful, I can't be someone I'm not. I just can't. So I'm just going to let the nerves go. I'm going to be me. This is me. I might not be everybody's cup of tea, but, you know, I'm going to be honest. So the cookies don't look picture perfect. They certainly don't look like the picture in the magazine, but they taste great, and that's all my family cares about. And I'm sure my neighbors next door will enjoy the taste of them too. So yeah, that's all I wanted to say. They have just come out. I'm going to go bump up the heat to 375. We're going to get the peanut butter blossoms in, let them bake, and then I will show you how we top them. Be right back. Okay, peanut butter cookies have come out. They're perfect, and they smell good, don't they, Grace? So Grace is going to do, hopefully I can hold this and do it, because we got to move fast while they're still warm. Like they just came out of the oven, I am going to put one there. And Gracie's putting, we'll just call them M&Ms for lack of a better word. It's just easier to keep saying chocolate drops. Okay, so around. Go.
Okay.
I had to go, couldn't do this one-handed, so I got a cameraman holding my camera. So yeah, we're just gonna hurry up and get it work fast. And I think I took out too many peanut butter cups. Oh no, we'll have to eat the peanut butter cups, Grace. Actually, I think I might make them into the bark, the chocolate bark. See, they're already firming up. They firm up really quick. And as you can see, we still have a few to make. But as you can see, they didn't spread a whole lot from when we put them in. So they'll firm up a bit. Once they firm up, I'll move them to cool down. And yeah, they're good. They're really good cookies. So we have a few more to make of this batch. Get them in. We're going to do the same thing. And then we're going to be on to some banana breads. That's our, because these were our last cookies to make, right? Yes. Okay. So we're going to be on to banana breads after this. Okay. Peter Blossom cookies are done. Chocolate chip cookies are done. I'm going to take a screenshot of my recipe just because I don't know if I'm going to be able to fit all these cookie recipes down below the description box. I'll try, but just in case I can't. These are the peanut butter blossoms. Okay, let me see if I can, there we go. So it says 48 chocolate kisses. We did not get 48 cookies. We got 27, Grace?
That's what you said.
27. So these recipes when they tell you. So here, that's the peanut butter blossoms. And this is the chocolate chip cookies. Hopefully you can read my handwriting. Okay. Now I'm going to be making banana bread. And it is from the Better Homes and Gardens cookbook. It's the breast cancer awareness one. I think this came out in 2007. Sorry. So this is the banana bread recipe. Let me see if I can get it on here. There we go. Hopefully you can see that. Take a screenshot of it. Okay. And I have to say, I have the Better Homes and Garden 1993. My mother gave it to me the year I got married. And it is the best banana bread I've made. Like, I finally found a good recipe. It is a very good recipe. So this is the one we're going to use. I'm going to add chocolate chips to half the batter. And I'm going to put them in these little mini pans, which I greased a little bit. Okay, we're going to try them. I like the smaller ones for gifts. So we're going to start. Okay. Because the cookies are done. Hallelujah. So Grace is just getting the last of the peanut butter blossoms out to put a few more M&Ms on. And we're done. So in here, we're going to combine the eggs, the banana, the sugar, and oil. So 2 eggs. What am I looking up there? 4 down here, Lynn. 2 eggs. Where are we here? I'm pretty sure it's 2 eggs. Sorry. We're going to put flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, cinnamon, and nutmeg in this. Nope, this is going to be our wet. I got to get another bowl. Okay. That one's dirty. Right? We'll use Grammy Tracy's old bowl. So we're going to do 2 cups of flour. Wow, I just filled up my flour container and it's already got to be filled again almost. 1. Well, I buy my flour in bulk and my sugar. Go through a lot. I haven't even made bread yet this week. Okay, so 2 cups of flour, 1.5 teaspoons of that baking powder, right? 1.5. Where are all mine? I just washed them all. Oh, they're still over here. Get my towel and dry them. This is, I think, the 3rd time I've washed them. Well, that one's now dirty. So we'll just put that one aside so I can clean it after. Okay. Baking powder. 1. Okay, so there's 1.5. And we need 1/2 of the soda. Quarter. Okay, a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. I use Himalayan sea salt, but after having watched Becky on Acre Homestead, she went and did a tour of the Redmond sea salt in, I think it was Utah, in the United States. Really learning a lot. I thought this was the best salt for us. Turns out it might not be. So I am on the hunt to source out some Redmond salt. I think I can get it online at Walmart. We have to get a lot of it, but we'll use it. So I'm going to try. I'm going to use up the rest of our Himalayan sea salt. And so thank you, Becky. That's she's at Acre Homestead. Great channel. You should check her out. Okay, so salt, 1/4 teaspoon of ground cinnamon, what did I just do with it? That's 1 teaspoon. Okay, it's gone missing, so we're just going to eyeball 1/4 teaspoon. My old recipe, all the other recipes I've used too, never had ground cinnamon or nutmeg, which I'm putting in next in the recipe, and I think it made the world of difference. This is even less, so we're just gonna, that's good, 1/8. So we're gonna mix this all up. Smells good. Cinnamon and nutmeg, can't go wrong. Okay, so in this bowl, we're gonna do the eggs. So I have 2 eggs. This actually came out of 1 egg. We have 1 chicken. She doesn't lay every day. I'm pretty sure it's her. So it seems like on the 2nd day, about twice a week, we get a giant egg, like twice as big. And I think if she would just lay every day, she wouldn't have to go through all that. Okay, so 2 eggs. And the bananas. So this recipe calls for 3 bananas. 1, 2, 3. I have to show you my new garbage can. I know, it's crazy, but I love it. Ready? Of course, it's not open. There it goes. It opens for me, and it closes when you go away. See? I love it. It's the little things, and it makes my life so much easier. We did have one that you would push the button, but I just didn't like it. I found it. And this is just so my hands are full. I walk over, dump everything, don't have to touch any nasty garbage. Worth it. I love it. Okay, we just got it this week. Okay, so that's the bananas. And sugar. We need 1 cup of sugar. So it calls for cooking oil, melted butter. I've always made it with the melted butter because butter is flavor. And we're just going to mix this up a little bit. Make sure those bananas are good and pureed. They are. So we're going to... This recipe is different, and it tells you to add this all at once. It actually says to add the egg mixture to the flour mixture all at once, but it's already on my KitchenAid bowl, and I just do it this way. Okay, and it just wants you to do it till moistened, and batter should be lumpy. Oh, it even shows you a picture of what the batter should look like. Let's see. Kind of hard to tell from that little teeny picture. Lumpy batter. There we go. And I need another. We're just going to use our little Merry Christmas. Scrape all we can off the beater. It smells so good. It's that cinnamon and nutmeg. I don't know why I never thought. It's two of my favorite spices. I mean, I buy cinnamon in bulk, for goodness sakes. Okay. Yeah, I'll wash you anyway. Okay, we're just going to get any of the flour. So, lumpy batter to you. So I'm just going to put half into those, where are they? Those muffin bread pans. I'm going to do half the batter. I think it's going to be 3. And then I'll add some chocolate chips and add them. So I'll be right back. Okay, so I wasn't able to get 6 of the banana breads. To get 5. And because I was so worried, because I am giving these away, I did it. I weighed each one to make sure they're equal. So my battery's actually going to be dying, so this is a perfect time. I'm going to put this in a 375 degree oven. I think 350. Gotta put it down a bit. So a 350 degree oven. I'm going to do 20 minutes to start. We'll see, because they are mini. I believe if you're doing it in the full-size pan, it is 55 to 60 minutes. So last time I made these, they're about the same size as the last ones I did. I think 20 minutes was perfect. So we're going to go in. I'll show you when they come out, and that will be it for this video. Day 4. So if you've made it to day 4, I appreciate it. I uploaded day 1s and 2 already. Day 1 I made whoopie pies from Maine, so I hope you check that one out. Day 2 was all of yesterday. That's when I uploaded already. So I'll try and combine day 3 and 4, yesterday's and today. Get that uploaded and get some video of the last few things I'm going to make for Christmas. So if you like this video, please give me a thumbs up. I appreciate it. And please hit that subscribe button. There'll be a lot more content coming your way this year. My brain is thinking so fast, I can't even think of everything that I want to do, especially with the seed ordering and organizing. And don't forget the January challenge, where we do not go to the grocery store the whole month of January. We use up everything we have in our freezers, our pantries, our refrigerators, under the bed, in a closet, wherever you've got your canned goods. We're going to use them up. So have a great day, everybody. Everyone stay safe, and we'll talk to you soon. My husband just reminded me, I mentioned I will show you what the banana breads look like coming out of the oven. So that wasn't the end of the video. I'm getting a glare off my lights. So yes, I will show you what they look like when they come out in about 20 minutes, and that will be the end. Thanks. Okay, the banana breads just came out, and I'm going to show them to you like I promised. They smell great. They look good. I've never used these kind before. They spread a little bit in there, but I actually think they look kind of nice. So yep, so a couple of those will be going over to our neighbors with their bin of cookies I am putting together for them. So that is the end of this video. Thanks for watching. Don't forget that thumbs up and that subscribe button.